Zip. Nah, I don't like that one either. Guys, it's Billy Mack. Welcome to my garage. Today, we are going to check the push rod length, I guess, of my 6-liter LQ4. Here we go. So first off, this is what we need. That's the part number for the push rod length checker. And this is it. As you can see, there's a line there. That's gonna tell you when it's closed, and I think this one is 6, 8. Pretty simple piece of equipment. The top spins, and each full rotation is 50 thousandths, and that's how we get our measurements.
It shrinks?
So let's get started on this, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna take a stock push rod, and I unwound the checker to about the same size as the stock one. We use that as a good starting. Okay, so what we have to do first is we have to sit in a push rod to make sure that the lifters are down as far as they go. So if we're going to start with this one, let's make sure that this is the intake. Let's make sure that the exhaust is starting to come up. So as soon as we feel the cam lobe lifting that push rod, we know that this side is then down at the flat part, the back part of the cam lobe. So there we go. The exhaust lobe is now coming up. So that would mean that the intake lobe should be as low as it needs to be. So first thing, we're gonna drop the push rod in. Make sure it's in there good and snug. Throw on the rocker. Now, we don't wanna tighten it. We just wanna have it on there. And a hand tight. So right now, there's no lash. That means that the rocker arm is not moving at all. So what we have to do is we have to shorten up the push rod. So what I'm gonna do is go about a turn and 3/4. Still no lash. So you know what that means? Shorten her up again. Let's do another full turn. Still no lash, but you can tell we're getting close. So let's go another full turn. We'll go a turn and a half. So right there, we have some lash. So that means we went too far. Pull it back out. Took that half a turn off. No lash on that one. What I want to do is go back to about a 3/4 turn. Maybe a 1/4 turn. Put it in place. And that turn makes all the difference in the world. So we'll go back to where we were and we'll say that that one's as close as it's gonna get. Perfect. So now, since it's right on that, right on the line, I don't know if you guys can see the line. Zoom in, there you go. So it's perfect on the line. Come on. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna count down how many turns this way till we close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns. So that's 8 times 50 thou. I don't have my calculator. So we're gonna check the exhaust valve now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll run what we were just running. Slide that down in place. Just as snug as like it was the last time. Shows lots of lash on that one. All right, so pull it out. We are at a half, so we'll go 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a half turns. 11 and a half turns. All right, so now we're gonna do the exhaust. Nothing different. I need that. So at 11 and a half turns, there's no lash. We'll shorten it up, see if any lash comes in. So this is 11 turns. And a little bit of lash. So check it to make sure. That's at 11 and a half. Or sorry, that's at 11. Go back up to 11 and a half just to be sure. Check and double check our work. And no lash. So we'll go 11 and a half on both of them. So I was saying 8 and a half, but I meant 11 and a half. So let's do the math. As you can see, I threw in a couple of the bolts here just to hold the retainer in place so it's not moving all over the place. And I'll show you how we do the math. All right, so once the push rod checker is fully wound down and tight, it's 6.8 inch. We went 11.5 turns, and we're gonna times that at the 50 thou, so 0.05. And when we get that, we should get 0.575. So does that make sense? This is what we are at with the push rod checker from overstock. So what we're going to do now is we're gonna take the 6.8 plus 0.575. So that'll be 7.375. And that's the number that we need. Okay, so we have the number here, 7.375. And then the hydraulic lifters, they have a preload of around 0.075. All right, so let's add this up. This will be 0, this will be 15, this will be 4, and this will be 7. So 7.450. So with the stock is 7.385, I believe. And this one's 7.475. .450. So it looks like we're 65 thou out. So what we order is the 7.450 push rod. I truly hope that this math lesson was educational to you all, because I absolutely hate math. And that's it. It's a pretty simple process, but it's very important so your vehicle doesn't sound like a diesel truck or you're losing horsepower. So for now, guys, I'm Billy Mack. Like and subscribe, and welcome to my garage. Bonus video. So, as you recall, the oil pickup did not fit. We had to order one. And it arrived today. So let's see if this will fit. So it's gonna sit like so. So far, so good. Now, comes a moment of truth. Bingo, bango, bongo. So that's that. That's another part ordered. Now we can get the bottom end put together. We'll get the oil pump finished up with the new gaskets and whatnot in it. Get the pickup tube mounted, lock up the bottom end, get the gasket on, and that'll be it for that. So thank you guys for watching this bonus at the end of a great video.